knows what this contraption is? We miss their natural hair, eh? And I compliment all women, but I particularly love to compliment black women. Guys, I got this today and I decided to bring it home and ask the guys what this is. Who knows what this contraption is? What is it?
A stapler!
This, you use the part here for punch the hole in. This.
It's a stapler.
And you want to punch the hole. And then you have the actual stapler there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's punch, but it's an old-time stapler. No, it's an old-time stapler. You want to ask one of Malia, what is this? To food.
To food?
It's a stapler. Look, it's an old-time one, but this is how it's used. It's an old-time stapler. But doesn't this make more sense than the new ones? Because you literally squeeze the end and you use it. Like, this make more sense than the new ones.
I mean, you have to squeeze the end.
You have, I know so staplers work to door, and I'm gonna say you use stapler.
No.
Stapler is a whole thing and you squeeze the whole thing. This you just, it's so much easier, it's so light. It's so much easier to use it, just squeeze it. And you go. I love this.
Get it?
So guys, I actually did acknowledge Fiola getting it correct, but I did not want to agree as yet because Malia was pretty close by and I wanted to ask Malia what it was. But it appears as if I did not acknowledge her getting it right, but I did. I just did not get that on camera, but I acknowledged that she got it correct, okay? And made her know how smart she is. All right? Okay, another update on another.
Ordinary hamburger. You gonna try it? How is it?
Another update. Lens. Okay. You see? Just finished Malia's hair. We miss their natural hair, eh? Really love and miss it. Something simple and yeah, I'm giving their hair a break from the braids until it's cold time again. Back to school, I'll braid it again. I'm gonna, as I told you guys earlier in the previous video, well, with Fiola's hair, please wash the braids before you put them in your kids' hair. Vinegar and sulfate-free conditioner. Wash them in warm water, okay? Take out the chemicals. Alright, just giving you an update. Any day above ground is a good day, but yesterday, oh my gosh, I had a very challenging day. It tested my faith, it tested my patience, it tested my growth, and two things came out of just on my reflection that I did from yesterday to this morning. First thing is, how you start a day may most likely be how you end the day. And not two things, as a matter of fact, another one is a kind gesture can turn somebody's day around completely, and the opposite can do the opposite you know. So when you are grateful for things that people do for you and appreciate it, you know, because the summer camps here and the daycares here in Canada, listen, if them says 8 o'clock them open, I kid you not, they will stand at the door at 7:59 and wait until they come 8 o'clock. They're not opening the doors. They're going to open exactly at 8 o'clock. Like exactly 8 o'clock. And I'm not saying that people should not honor that and not respect that, but I'm just telling you because it's a fact. So when you have to catch your bus at 8 and the summer camp or daycare opens at 8, do the math, you understand. So yesterday, you know, one of the coaches there, you know, allowed Fiola in at about 4 minutes to 8. And then today when I went there, you know, because she said, oh, we don't do this, and they always have come out with the speech, and I'm like, you know, it's just, for me, it is just courtesy, it is just humanity, it's just, you know, just to be another human being, to say, boy. And I know that, don't get me wrong, I know that at the end of the day, nobody has to do that, because if your job starts at 8, you're entitled to start before 8 o'clock. I get that completely. But I'm just saying, you know, the type of person I am, and I don't expect everybody to be the same. And one thing I try to teach my kids, don't expect because you do something for somebody or you would have done something for somebody that they're going to do it for you. But I'm just saying all of this because these are the facts of my situation. So today when I went, one of the girls who was there yesterday and saw the encounter, it wasn't aggressive, but it was, you know, it made her a little uncomfortable. So today when I went there, she was outside waiting as well. And when they opened the door for her at 3 minutes to 8, she turned around and she said, do you want to come in? You know, she said, because it makes me feel bad that I'm going in and, you know, you guys can't come in. So I said, oh, that's so sweet. I said, thank you so much. But I said, I'll wait the 2 minutes because I know that her superior or supervisor is the person who let her in, who is the person who is adamant about, you know, following the protocols, and we open at 8 and this and that. So I said, no, that's fine, thank you so much. And she went in and closed the door, and then the door opened same time. Her supervisor told her to tell us that we can come in. And I say that because, you know what, your attitude would have so much to do with it too. Because I guess if I was rude to her yesterday, even when she told me about her protocols and whatever, today she wouldn't have felt the urge to accommodate me, you know, because as I said, she doesn't have to, you know. So that was so sweet. And then the driver, when I was passing, I said to him, what time do you leave? And he said, oh, 7:59. I said, oh my gosh, because all along I thought it was really 8 o'clock. So I said, oh my gosh. So he said, what is it? So I said, the summer camp they don't open the door until it's exactly 8 o'clock. And he says, really? So I said, yes. And I said, oh my. So I walked off, and every morning I make it a duty to just tell the driver. Sometimes I tell them, you know, have a good day, good morning, good evening. I always, even if they don't answer me, I always do, because sometimes I know that everybody's coming off the bus saying good morning, good morning. Well, not everybody, not here. But I know sometimes, you know, they'll just nod, or sometimes they don't answer. Some of them don't answer or whatever. But I never let that like negate my path. So I always tell them good morning. And this morning I needed a favor. Not that I asked for it, but I needed one. And I think he took everything into consideration. Because let me tell you something, Canada driver now stop, you know. Them no wait. If you're there right 10 steps from, if you're there 2 steps from the bus stop and it's 8 o'clock, they might drive gone about in business, because they're on schedule. They're on schedule, and other buses are coming, and they can't hold up. They can't hold up their shift, and they work there. They don't stop. They don't wait. Even if they see you coming and you're right there, they don't wait. Some of them will, but hardly ever. So when they let me in, and I looked at the clock, by the time we had that back and forth, it was literally 8 o'clock on the dot, and I saw that the bus was still there. And I, you know, kind of do my little 1-2 run. And when I went, I said, "Oh my gosh," I said, "Thank you so much." And he was like, "No problem, no problem." And it just made me feel seen, and it made me feel good, and it made me feel like, whoa, we don't have to give up. Humanity is still, we still have people out there who will look out for each other as just human beings. So it really made my day. And today, heading out to get everything that I have to get done, and I have some people that I don't really want to have to talk to or deal with. I started my day on such a positive note that I just said, I'm going to say, the Lord is my shepherd. I found a new prayer yesterday, and I've been repeating that over and again. And I'm using those. I'm ignoring what I don't want to respond to. I'm just sticking to my plans and doing it. But at least God saw me, heard me, because I was very reflective yesterday. Very reflective, and He answered me in His ways, So I'm very grateful for that. And anybody that's listening to this, I don't know what time of the day you will listen, but have a great day, great night, great evening, great whatever it is. And know that God will turn it around. He will. I know it sounds old-fashioned or cliche or whatever you want to call it when we talk about, use certain parables. They have been around for generations because they have worked and or they are true. And when them say attitude determines altitude, as I think I said to you guys a couple days ago that, well, it would be a few minutes ago in the vlog. I think I did say that over, in Canada, them very exact. Yeah, I did say that to you guys. And, but I said, I just try to remain respectful and positive. And since then, they've actually opened the door like 3 minutes to 8, 2 minutes to 8. And it makes a big difference. A minute makes a difference when you're taking the bus. And the driver is so gracious. He literally waits on me. He says he's supposed to leave at 7:59. And usually as it turns 7:59, he drives off. But I can deliberately see that sometimes I see him looking in the rear view mirror to see if I'm coming. Because you can see me from where I drop her off, and I can see the bus. And so he leaves at 8 o'clock exactly, because I didn't rush to go catch him. But one of the younger staff there was just so empathetic, and I didn't see her for a couple of days. I guess she reached early and she was inside. But then I saw her this morning, and I took the time to say to her, because I love to compliment women. Yeah, I love to compliment women, particularly black women. I compliment all women, but I particularly love to compliment black women. And I said to her, you should do something in childcare or social work, something that gives back to your community, in education or healthcare. And she said, that's exactly what I just graduated from school to do. And I said, I could tell. I just didn't want to assume, but I said I could tell, because you have the spirit for it. You have the eye for it. She's so empathetic. And when sometimes people can say things without saying it. Yeah, so I said to her, I can tell. And we had a good little conversation. So congrats, my dear, for graduating, and doing well in your course. And follow your dream. We need more black people who cares for black people, or who care for black people.